Hello there, thank you for joining me and welcome to Super Monday. Today we're going to talk about how to use your signature character strengths effectively using the SPIM method. For those of you joining in for the very first time, welcome to the Be Well COVID-19 Free Wellbeing series. I'm Joy Leng from Singapore and I'm a positive leadership coach. I'm also known as the Superpower Activator. I use strengths development and positive psychology tools to empower leaders and their employees in nurturing their personal and business growth to maximize engagement and business performance. By the way, grab a toilet roll and marker now if it's accessible to you. Grab a notepad or some paper to take down notes. Since we're going to be on Facebook Live often, I thought I'll share a little fun fact about myself so that you can feel more comfortable with me. My favorite animal is dogs. I love how adorable they are and some of their really funny behaviors. I had a Shih Tzu for 10 years and she taught me a lot about life and happiness. What about you? Do you have a favorite animal? Comment and share so that I can get to know you better as well. And give me a thumbs up so that I know you're here. This is a special shout out to Kenneth who have officially joined our Stronger Self course. I'm excited to embark on this strengths-based journey together with you. So let's get started. And also a very special shout out to Kevin Chung for being the man behind the scenes supporting our learning journey as we venture to be well together. Where are you watching this from and which country are you from? Comment and share so that I can get to know you. Today we're going to recap on the key learning from our last Facebook Live on Friday about how to face your anger using the BALET method. We will learn about all the free resources that's available from this Be Well COVID-19 Free Wellbeing series and find out about our upcoming Stronger Self course. Let's check in on our feelings and let's make that a habit. And then we'll dive straight into how to use your signature character strengths effectively with the SPIM method. This Be Well COVID-19 Free Wellbeing series is in support of the World Health Organization call to physical distancing and staying home. Stay home and stay in alignment with your well-being and be supported by our Be Well series. We are doing this to support everyone in well-being in this pandemic. And more importantly, we're doing this because we believe that you deserve a flourishing life and you have what it takes to achieve that. And we're here to support you to do exactly that. And that is our promise. Enjoy. So please share this Facebook Live now with your friends so that we can all be well and be strong together. So this is how we're going to deliver our promise of support. It includes a Strengths and Joy podcast, which is available on Anchor FM and on Spotify. We also have a Facebook page. We are healthy, well, and connected despite COVID-19. We have a private Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group. And we have Facebook Live on Super Monday, Resilient Wednesday, and Self-Care Friday. And all of it is on this page, the SuperPact with Joy Method at GMT +8, 4 p.m. Malaysia, Singapore time. This particular podcast is an exception. So Super Monday is where we learn how to develop our strengths. We have tips on positive leadership and sustainable performance. So make your Mondays superpowered with me. Now in this pandemic, resilient is the name of the game. So apply science-based research findings into actionable strategies that you can use to become more resilient. And then transfer these crucial life skills to your families and to your employees to ensure that your families and your organization possess the agility to bounce back. And let's be pandemic-proof together. On Self-Care Friday, we will learn about the tools and techniques that we can apply for ourselves whenever we feel stressed. Take responsibility for your own self-care and for those under your care. So also remember to share this free support resource. Share our Facebook Live now so that your friends can also learn how to develop their best selves together with you. So let's recap what we learned from our last Facebook Live, which was Self-Care Friday, how to face your anger using the BALET method. Okay, B-A-L-E-T. B represents breath. Step away and focus on deep mindful breathing when you're feeling that anger. Focus on relaxation whatever that calms you down. Perhaps it's that squeeze balls, or perhaps it's pure essential oils. Whatever it is, have it nearby. A is for acknowledge. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge the emotion. Acknowledge the anger. It is okay to be angry. By learning to recognize the warning signs earlier, you can avoid it or minimize it from happening in the future. So explore your feelings. L is for label. Put a feeling word to it, and then sit and breathe into that feeling word. Allow it to be processed. By doing so, you are showing respect to your own feelings. E is for embodiment. Embody the feeling so that it can be processed, and then give the anger permission to do it in a safe space, in a safe way. T is for transformation. Now we are ready to transform it. Transform your anger to compassion and, if necessary, forgiveness. And sometimes it could be self-compassion. Yes, it takes courage, but it can be done. So to recap, BALET method stands for breath, acknowledge, label, embody, and transform. So now let's use a feeling wheel to pick a feeling word for how we are feeling right now. Okay, so this is how it looks like. It is important to be able to have the ability to label our feelings and to use the right word to accurately express how we're feeling inside. So for those of you who have already saved the feeling wheel on your phone, well done. And for those of you who have already pasted on the fridge, as a daily check-in with your family, I salute you for your dedication to your family's well-being. So this is, you can Google this and save it on your phone for easy access. As you can see, there are 3 circles in this feeling wheel. The goal is to increase your vocabulary for feelings instead of using the same words or using words that doesn't really say much, like good, bad, fine, okay. So there are 3 circles here in this feeling wheel. The inner circle have all the basic words that we like to use, like good, like a happy, sad, angry, fearful, surprised, disgusted. So what you want to do is you want to use the outer circle, if possible, to pick a more accurate word to describe how you're feeling. So right now I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to pick on the yellow quadrant, which is the happy quadrant, and I'm going to go all the way outwards to the outer circle and pick a word that expresses how I feel right now. I feel inspired. That's my word. I feel inspired to share with you what is going to the content from this Facebook Live, and I'm hopeful as well that it will help to support you. So my 2 feelings words are hopeful and inspired. What about you? Comment and share so that I know how you're feeling as well. Okay, now remember, even if you're not watching this live, please participate fully, comment, and let me know. So welcome to Super Monday, where we learn how to develop your strengths. I'm an accredited strengths profile coach, and this is one of my favorite topics in the world because it has completely transformed my life. And I'm here to support you in your transformative superpower journey. Now imagine how much more we can expect of people, of our families, of our employees, and most importantly, of ourselves, if we know who we are, what we're capable of, and who we are at our best. Do you know who you are at your best? Welcome to Strengths-Based Living. Today we're going to learn how to use our signature strengths more effectively using the SPIM method. Who's ready to be stronger? Give me a thumbs up. And share this Facebook Live now so that your friends can be part of your strengths-based journey as well. Even if you're not watching this live, remember, fully participate. When you know and use your strengths, you fully show up in life, fearless and emboldened by your strengths, inspiring others to do the same. So today, let's go and learn how to do that with our signature character strengths. Okay, so let's dive right in. Your character strengths are the positive traits or capacities that are personally fulfilling. It does not diminish others. It is valued across cultures, and it's aligned with numerous positive outcomes for yourself and for others. Learning to use your signature strengths could mean the difference between success and failure, burnout and flourishing. Signature strengths would feel really authentic to you. It will feel like your core essence. When using our signature strengths, we are in a state of flow, meaning we lose track of time and we tune out all other distraction, and that comes naturally. You can discover your signature strengths using the values in action via survey developed by the late Chris Peterson at the University of Michigan and Dr. Martin Salomon, who is fondly known as the father of positive psychology. Go to viacharacter.org to take your scientific strengths assessment for free. Dr. Martin Salomon described character strengths as the wellspring of mention of the good life, a life well lived. It is the positive traits that are core to our being or identity and to our doing or behavior. Our upcoming course, Stronger Self, is a super-powered 2-in-1 course where we focus on strengths development and well-being strategies for the very first time. Firstly, it is to support everyone in this pandemic, and this is the second reason why. Character strengths are considered as the basic building blocks of a flourishing life. It is the pathway to well-being as described by the PERMA model, which stands for positive emotions, engagements, relationship, meaning, and accomplishment. The Stronger Self course focuses on empowering you to activate your character strengths, building new habits around it, and then working on the individual components of the PERMA framework after you have done your scientific assessment for your character strengths and for PERMA framework, where we will explore and measure your current level of well-being. So it is a complete and holistic approach where no grounds are left uncovered. I'm excited to work with individuals in a close capacity with this course to influence and enable flourishing lives to be activated. So the consequences of using or not using your character strengths are pervasive in our lives. It affects our work, our relationship, and our personal life satisfaction. Let's look at what research findings, what are some of the research findings. Less than 25% of the US population is flourishing, and similar results are reported for other countries. I can only imagine the reduction in figures right now with the ongoing pandemic. That means that people are not functioning with a high level of well-being, socially and psychologically. People who use their strengths are 18 times more likely to be flourishing rather than those who are not using their strengths. In fact, check out all the statistics about strengths behind me. And as mentioned earlier, each of the core elements of flourishing, which is expressed by the PERMA framework, positive emotions, engagement, relationship, meaning, and achievements, are significantly related and linked to character strengths. In studies of couples, those who report that their partner both recognizes and appreciates their signature strengths have higher relationship satisfaction, are more committed to the relationship, and report their basic needs are getting met. So this is evidence of connection between character strengths and relationship health as well. Character strengths in the workplace, what good does it do for you? Signature strengths use is connected with work engagement, productivity, work satisfaction, and work as a calling. A 3-year analysis of employee engagement have found that signature character strengths were one of the most crucial drivers. In fact, it was found that employees who have the opportunity to use their strengths are 6 times more likely to be engaged in their work. So what is all this research evidence saying? Using your signature strength is not only an important source of engagement for the different areas of your life, it is also a central pathway, the main way to be more effective and happier in your life. Signature strengths are one of the most researched and practiced concepts in positive psychology. Working with signature strengths have many hallmarks of successes. It is easy to do, its benefits are immediate, it has scientific support, and it is a novel and unique way to our usual approach of focusing on what is wrong with us. So when we talk about signature strengths, we're referring to what is on top of your list in your character strengths assessment. Your top 5, your top 10 character strengths. Those are your signature strengths. So to find out if a certain quality is your strength, ask yourself, is this strength essential to who I am? So here I will introduce the SPIM method as an easy way for you to make a plan on the various ways to use your signature strengths more effectively. So we will start, so it's SPIM, and we're going to start with S. S represents support, external sources that you can rely on. Get help from others. People who care about you can give you feedback about your strengths. Invite your family members, boss, colleagues to have strengths-based conversations with you. What do they think are your strengths? Also, consider get professional expertise. Who is a strengths coach that you can work with, who can work with you for a focused period of time? What is a strengths online course that can fit into your time and budget and help you to use your strengths more? Better still, take our upcoming Stronger Self course. So S is for support. P represents personalized. We are all unique with our different values and preference, lifestyles and schedules. Personalize your strengths so that it can fit into all of that above considerations. And then create strengths-based habits around it. Where can you insert a new habit to build a certain strength based on your existing habits? I know that is challenging for some, but habits are everything. Most of what we do every day is due to habit. It is automatic. We don't even think about it. We are like robots programmed. So you want to make sure that you are programming yourself the right way. This is why new habits formation is one of the focus area in the Stronger Self course. That way you will not only be guided in the course, you will be held accountable for the new strengths habit that you say that you will be building. And then keep practicing. Take advantage of neuroscience, take advantage of neuroplasticity. You want to wire and make that neural pathway of the new strength habit more ingrained. Also, job crafting. Personalize your job as much as possible to align it with your strengths. Explore with your teammates and discuss with your boss how to make that best fit. Most importantly, have fun in the personalization process. So this is for P, personalize, and S represents, and then we're going to move on to S represents, we're going to move on to I, which represents identity. Many of us own limiting stories about ourselves. We're not good enough in this and that. Stop it. Time to smash those limiting stories. Discover what are your signature strengths and then rewire new and powerful strengths-based identity. I literally wrote my first book as an autobiography, and our first book is all about this limiting self-limiting story that I held for 30 years as my identity, that I was unworthy and unlovable as a person, and the steps that I took, the conscious, mindful, committed actions that I took to smash that limiting stories and to wire in more strengths-based identity for myself. So this is a power, this is a choice that you can make. So choose empowering and nurturing self-stories. Embrace stories of strengths about yourself and use science to back you up. So as you can see, everything that I've shared with you, it is not possible if you don't even know what are your strengths. So do that science-based assessment and find out what are your character strengths, what are your signature character strengths. Do your strengths assessment, discover what are your top strengths, and then sit down and write, consider why are these my superpowers, and then consciously select, choose a strengths-based identity for yourself. So that is I representing identity, and M represents more. Use more of your strengths more of the time. Find ways to increase the usage of your strengths. Where are you not using your strengths as much? How can you use your strengths in new ways? Experiment and explore. And how can you combine your strengths in new ways to amplify it? Have fun learning your best self. So create new opportunities to use your strength more often in new ways. The possibilities are endless. So make your signature strengths more effective in your life using the SPIM method, support, personalize, identity, and more. So I will be honest with you, those who work with character strengths are engaged in the work of a lifetime. Living a strengths-based life means a lifetime of knowing yourself, who you are at your best. This is not some course that you take and forget about it, or some self-help book that you read and then chuck it one side. This is very personal business. You showing up in life as your best self is serious business. So seriously, mind your own business by owning up to your strengths and get serious about discovering, activating, and amplifying your best self. Mind your strengths. And we are here to support you. Remember our promise, enjoy. So here is a little bit of a personal sharing. While preparing for today's episode, I decided to do a signature strengths audit on myself and see how I have been using my signature strengths for my benefit since the outbreak of COVID-19. I am quite amazed that I have activated all my signature strengths without my realization. I thought that I was just using the top two, but now I can see the tight connection between what I'm doing today and how much I have grown as a result of tapping on my top 5 signature strengths. My top 5 signature strengths are as follows from number 5 to number 1. Gratitude, creativity, zest, curiosity, and love of learning. Our Be Well series on Facebook Live, our Strengths and Joy podcast, and our SuperPact Joy Leng YouTube channel. It all really took off during the lockdown because of COVID-19. What you might not be aware of is that I had a mini breakdown from my fear and my anxiety about the unknown in the beginning of the pandemic. That was before I decided to acknowledge my own feelings and stay with the uncomfortable emotions. So as you can see, I learned it the hard way. And then when I was ready, I decided to lean into my extreme discomfort about being in front of videos and to commit to keep doing it until I no longer freak out whenever I think about it or when I'm about to go live. In order to be able to overcome a lifelong aversion to being in front of videos and to start our Be Well series with Facebook Lives, consciously and unconsciously, I activated all my signature strengths. I used my signature strengths of curiosity and love of learning to do research and to prepare my materials for all our Facebook Live, focusing on practical tips that can help you to use positive psychology in a real life way. I tap on my signature strength of zest to ensure that I could keep going with our commitment of delivering practical tips to you 3 times a week, and especially for the last 2 weeks of daily by the hour commitment for Strengthathon Strengths Profile. That was quite a feat, and that certainly required lots of energy and zestiness from me. Using my signature strength of creativity, I designed our upcoming Stronger Self course, a first for me to combine strengths development with well-being strategies into the same course. My signature strength of gratitude, combined with my sense of purpose, was the steady, nourishing background energy that kept me going. So 2 months ago, I was a mess, anxious and in fear, not capable of supporting my own well-being, much less the well-being of others. Today, I'm not only comfortable about facing the video, I'm equally at ease about being on live video, and I have all these exciting plans to move our work further into the next phase. In 2 months, I went from someone paralyzed by fear with no well-being to talk about to someone who is going on live video at least 6 times a week, excited about her upcoming program to empower others and feeling never happier or more fulfilled. I feel humbled and in awe at the same time as I share with you. Using strengths, as I have witnessed in myself and in my clients, are always such personal, emotional, and life-transforming experiences. We can get so caught up in the chasing of goals and objectives that we do not stop to acknowledge and to celebrate our best selves showing up. So thanks to you, I get the opportunity today to take a pause and go inside and show appreciation for myself. So I'm sharing with you on such a personal level to impress upon you the power of discovering and activating your character strengths, the superhero that you truly are. So this is my invitation to you to know your best self, to join me in enriching lives, your own lives and the lives of the people around you by showing up as your best self. The positive outcomes are real. I'm real. This Facebook Live is real. So as you can see, it does not take long to benefit from its positive impact either. Own your superpowers. So imagine how much more can we expect and ask of people, our family, our employees, and most importantly of ourselves, when we know who we are, what we are capable of, and who we are at our best. Do you know who you are at your best? So let's recap how to use your signature character strengths effectively with the SPIM method. To find out if a quality of a strength, if a certain quality is your strength, ask yourself, is this strength essential to who I am? Okay. SPIM method, SPIM. S represents support, external sources that you can rely on. Ask people who care about you to give you feedback about your strengths. Invite your family members, boss, and colleagues to have strengths-based conversations with you. P represents personalize. Personalize your strengths so that it can fit into your values, preference, lifestyle, and schedules. And then create strengths-based habits around it and then keep practicing. Okay? Personalize your job as well as much as possible to align it with your strengths. I represents identity. Discover what are your signature strengths and then rewire new powerful strengths-based identity. Embrace stories of strengths about yourself and use science to back you up. M represents more. Create new opportunities to use your strengths more often and in new ways. The possibilities are endless. Make your signature strengths more effective in your life using the SPIM method, support, personalize, identity, and more. To learn how to activate strengths and to manage weaknesses, go to episode 10 of the Strengths and Joy podcast. We also have episode 13 about how to discover your strengths easily and quickly. You can listen to it at anchor.fm/SuperPact or on Spotify. If you would like to have a free e-copy of the 20 ways to discover, activate, and amplify your strengths, email us at superpactasia@gmail.com. So now, committed action time with the toilet roll. After learning about signature character strengths and the SPIM method, what is a committed action that you're going to take for yourself? Write it down and comment and share and let me know. Comment and share even if you're not watching this live. Sharing is caring, so please do a watch party after this and share this video so that your friends can benefit from it as well. What have you learned so far? Comment and let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you are finding this informative. If you would like to do a strengths coaching on a personal level and reach the next level in effectiveness in your work and have an increased sense of well-being, then get in touch with us. I'm an accredited strengths profile coach, so we definitely can work on activating more of your superpowers, character strengths, or prevalent strengths the right way at the right time. Okay, so from now on, for all Be Well Facebook Live, please bring a toilet roll and a marker. Let's support Mother Nature and recycle whatever we can. There is power in the written word. So from now on, write down the action that you're going to commit to on the toilet roll after watching our Facebook Live, and then place it somewhere visible and prominent. Use that as a visual reminder to yourself what you have promised to do, and then act on it. Okay, remember toilet roll and a marker. Let's roll our way to being strong and being well. I'm excited about our upcoming course, Be Your Strongest Self Despite COVID-19. It is an 8-week course with weekly themes on strengths development and well-being strategies, where we will teach you how to activate your superpower habits with your flying cape on. So to support everyone in this COVID-19 crisis, we're combining strengths development with well-being tools for the first time. It's a superpowered 2-in-1 program. So if you're finding yourself feeling low more often than before, or if you're a parent struggling with your own well-being while still remaining confident to take care of your children's well-being, or if you're a business owner feeling at a loss how to engage your employees' morale and productivity in this new work-from-home environment, or if you're an entrepreneur who wants to lean further into your strengths and have well-being strategies already in place so that you can fully focus on how to thrive in this new landscape, then this course is going to be the game changer that you can leverage on to maintain your well-being and your daily effectiveness and those under your care. Be Your Strongest Self course consists of practical and research-based positive psychology content. It has scientific skills to help you to measure your current level of well-being and to discover your strengths. It has one-to-one strengths coaching with me, a private Facebook group where you will learn from a small group of like-minded individuals. It has a weekly private Facebook Live where we dive into our weekly focus area in strengths development, new habits formation and well-being strategies. It has a mastermind group coaching calls. It has a subscription site full of more resources for you to continue to learn after the 2 months training, and 8 more weeks of support after the 2 months training. And for all of that, the launch price is going to be a fraction of the actual cost fees for the very first batch of Stronger Self. So this is going to be for only a small group to maintain the quality. So make sure that you email us at superpactasia@gmail.com for more information. If you're a business owner or a team leader and you want to take your team along with you in this Stronger Self journey, then I would recommend an exclusive Stronger Self training for you and your team. This will be a definite edge against your competitors, against the using the natural resources that's already in your team. Using and tapping on the inherent superpowers in your team is definitely the way to combat this pandemic. So let's get you and your team started. If you're a healthcare worker, then we want to salute you for your superpowers of love, courage, and selflessness. Thank you for choosing to show up to do the incredible work that you do every day. So we would like to show you our appreciation. If you would like to take up the Stronger Self course, please contact us as well. The time to show up as your stronger self has never been more urgent. So I would urge you to join us. Are you interested to do a free character strengths assessment? Go to viacharacter.org. Or have you already done your VIA report and you are not sure how to proceed from here? Then as an extension of our Be Well and Be Strong Free Wellbeing series, we have decided to dive into each of the character strengths in VIA to support your strengths activation. So starting from tomorrow, we will explore 2 character strengths every day from Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. at GMT plus 8 Malaysia Singapore time, with each Facebook Live dedicated to one strength. So we will share in advance with you which strengths will be featured for the day so that you can join in and discover more about your strengths, your family's strengths, and the strengths of your colleagues. So as I mentioned earlier, the time to show up as your stronger self has never been more urgent. So take advantage of our Be Well Free Wellbeing series and our Strengthathon VIA to be strong. Let's be united in strengths. Remember to like our Facebook page. We are healthy, well, and connected despite COVID-19. And better still, be our Be Well ambassador. Join us on the Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group to share what insights you have from this Facebook Live or from our podcast episodes. Let the Facebook group be a safe space for you to share your learnings, your struggles, and your inspired action. So go to Facebook and search for Strengths and Joy podcast Facebook group. Together, let's support each other's well-being. We also have an easy way for you to access all of our resources. You can go to Linktree and search for SuperPact Joy Leng. This is a special request that I have. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is youtube.com/SuperPact Joy Leng. Thank you. If you have enjoyed our Facebook Live, and will please leave a review on our page. This page, SuperPact with Joy Method. If you have enjoyed all our free resources so far and would like to support our efforts in supporting everyone's well-being, then this is an invitation to you to be our patron. Go to patreon.com/SuperPactAsia. Thank you for your support. The next Facebook Live is Resilient Wednesday at 4 p.m. Thank you for showing up, and congratulations for showing up for yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back. So stay strong and focus on activating your strengths for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. Remember to share this free Be Well resource with your friends. Let's support each other's well-being. Leaving you with this food for thought. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. People living strengths-based life, they go beyond. They thrive. In strengths, we activate joy. May we be well and be strong together. This is Joy.